Hey there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and a new paper crafting video. Today I'm going to make 3 different projects that are not cards. I'm making a milk carton, a little prize ribbon, and a gift card tag. And they're all strawberry milk themed. I love the strawberry theme in general, but add it with strawberry milk, add it with like a little pink cow. I love it. So we're going to jump right in to project number 1, where we're making the strawberry milk carton with this die set from Trinity Stamps. It's from their newest release, and it makes the cutest little milk carton gift box. So when you open up your die set, you're going to get these 4 dies. You need 2 of the largest die that you can die cut from a piece of paper that's 5.5 by 5 inches. Once you have those ready and die cut out, I'm going to go ahead and stencil them with the cow print stencil with Frosted Berries Distress Oxide ink, because yummy. It just really gives it that strawberry milk kind of theme with the pink and red cow print. I love it. It's so much fun. Okay, so there's the first panel. I did the same to the second. And now it's time to splatter. I love splatter. So you could skip this step if you wanted to recreate this if splatter is not your thing. But not only do I love it 1 time, but I love it 3 times. So first I splattered with water. That's going to oxidize that ink that I put down on the stencil. Then I'm going to use some white acrylic paint. I already had some on this little acrylic sheet that I like to use for splattering that had dried. So I just reconstituted it with water and splattered that. And then I'm using some colored splatter that has shimmer in it. This happens to be a retired product, but you could do the same thing with Distress Mica spray stains, metallic watercolors, maybe some pastes you have. You could thin out, and there's lots of things on the market. So just find what you have and do a couple variations on your splatter. Also, a lot of the splatter is going to be covered up or hidden when the box is folded and, embellished and put together. So don't be afraid to do a little bit more splatter than you think you might want because of that. So that's my theory. I'm sticking to it. Next, I am adding adhesive to the flaps, and you saw me fold on all the scored lines before I did that. That's going to really help me when I go to put this box together. So then you just attach the 2 pieces right there with those flaps adhering to the flat side of the other piece, and then you're going to just pinch that together, and then you're going to fold in the outer flaps on both sides after flipping this over, and then they're going to overlap and adhere perfectly right where they need to be. That is the easiest box to put together. And then you just pinch the top in, and I like to hold it shut with a clip, and I'm going to hold it shut first after or before putting the bottom together, because then it helps it be a little bit more sturdy. You don't want it to wobble back and forth, or you could accidentally put your box together a little crooked. I'm only putting adhesive on the outer 2 flaps, not all 4. You just fold in the 2 without adhesive and then fold in the 2 with adhesive. Then I like to open it up and press down from the inside to make sure that's really sticking. And then when you close this box up, you could close it so it's all the way shut, or you could close it so that it's partially opened, like so. I'm going to do mine partially opened. You'll see why. Okay, next I'm bringing in this stamp set that's the companion set for the milk carton. It's called Carton Companion, and I'm going to stamp out the strawberry because I'm making multiple projects. I'm just going to fill up this piece of white paper that I pulled out from my white scrap pile. Do you have a huge white scrap pile stash? I do. White's the one we use the most. So I really try to go to my scraps and use something first before I pull out a fresh sheet because I have so much. So I'm coloring these out so that they have a touch of pink to them. So it's going to coordinate with my milk carton. So I used 4 different shades of Copic markers there. My darkest was R29, then I did RV29, RV14, and RV08, I think. It was on the screen. Okay, then I added some green to my stems and die cut these out. And also I did add in some white highlights with a white gel pen. I love that look. So I added that in as well. And now I have a bunch of strawberries I can use as I create. And since I did a bunch of strawberries, I decided I might as well stamp out the word milk a bunch of times. So I have that as well. And check out the die for this. I love it when dies just they go the extra mile and like cut in and around things. Love it. Okay, I've got my anti-static powder tool out. I'm brushing that on the paper because I'm embossing with white powder and I don't want the white powder to stick where it's not supposed to stick. So I brush that on first, stamp my image or sentiment with white ink, and then sprinkle on that white powder, tap off the excess, and heat emboss it so it gets raised up and shiny, and it's still magical after paper crafting for 20 years. 20 plus years, let's be honest. Love it. Okay, did you see this die set I just pulled out? This is the Ribbon Rosette die set. I'm in love with it. I can't stop making these at all. But I'm going to use this as an embellishment for my milk carton. So I did that zigzag circle, then the solid circle, and that's going to be my little label to mount my cute things on. My little strawberry, which is getting popped up with a foam square. I love dimension on my projects. And when you're already making a 3D project that doesn't have to be put in an envelope and mailed to somebody, like do all the dimension, right? We don't have to make it flat. I love that. So those Sentiments strawberry milk just got glued down, and I have a really cute little embellishment for the front of this box. So I'm putting that on with some more foam squares, and I've got 3 more panels I can decorate. But did you see this? I had some paper straws in my stash and pulled out a black and white one for this milk carton, and it's too cute. Okay, we're going to do the little embellishment now for the back of the box. So I'm taking out the little cow face from the Carton Companion stamp set. I'm stamping it with the berries, the festive berries, oxide ink, embossing it with clear powder so it's nice and shiny. I think it's really, really cute. And this has a die to cut it out, so I'll do that. And then I'm going to make another little label to stick this up on with sentiments as well. So this is going to be really cute for the back of our box here. So I did a red zigzag circle and then did pattern paper for the solid on this one, just mixing it up a little bit, making it a little bit different, but always trying to incorporate the red, pink, green, and black and white. So here I am stamping this other sentiment. It stamps all at once. It says, "You are utterly moveless," and there are 3 dies to cut it out. I find the dies to be a tiny bit too cozy to die cut all 3 at once, so I did and it in 2 passes. But look how cute that is when it's all separated out and you put the cow in the middle. Love it. So the cow got popped up. I glued this one on because it's on the back of the box. And then I found some ribbon in my stash that is the bright pink, and there's kind of lines, you know, like it's ribbed, and the lines kind of have a lighter pink in between. So it's just like really cool for this project. And I have to say, like, sometimes you really got to be patient with the ribbon, but you're the boss of it. And if you just keep going, you're going to get it to go where you want it to go. I mean, most times, right? Yeah, practice makes perfect with ribbon, or practice makes better. There we go. All right, I die cut out this accent piece because in the Milk Carton die set, there's 3 dies there that you can use to layer up the panels of the milk carton. So I just wanted to do these triangles, and I did that with this like kind of checkered background paper. Black and white. I'm repeating that again on this box, and I think that it's the perfect little added touch. And then we have 2 more sides. I was debating just putting pattern paper there like I'm doing here, but then I remembered the Ribbon Rosette set I still had sitting out has sentiments in it. So I decided to do happy birthday. And you can see I'm just die cutting out the words with the solid circle at once, and I'm getting a circle sentiment where the letters fall out, but you can save those the fallen out pieces and use those as well. And then I did best friend. So the best friend is green with red behind it, and the black zigzag circle is black glitter paper. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Okay, there's also an add-on. This baby add-on says Big Sister and has a little heart. That heart I know is going to fit perfectly under my sentiment, so I die cut that out from some pink glittered foam. I love using foam on my projects. It's just like another texture. My card making, I would say, is all about bold, bright. Sometimes I like pastels, but lots of color and lots of texture and lots of dimension. So I love using paper, foam, ribbon, patterned paper, metal things, just a lot of texture in my projects. So the craft foam with glitter makes me super happy. Okay, this is the Bitty Tag die set. I'm die cutting out a small tag and a heart tag, and I'm going to create this to be put under the little clip on the top of my box. I stamped out the words special treat from the carton companion set. It fits on there perfectly and it's so cute. Then I'm going to string both of these together with help of this little dental tool. You put it through the holes, you leave the loop at the top, put your string through the loop, and then pull the back right through and it strings it all together. You don't have to have perfect eyesight to do this or really good dexterity or whatever. It helps so much. And actually one of my viewers sent me a package of them. I'm assuming you can get them at, any drugstore type place. So there's all the sides of my box and my cute little tag, the fun straw. I love it. And I wanted to make some coordinating projects to go with this using some of the other new dies from Trinity Stamps. So project number 2 is this zip gift tag. Look at this die set. It has all the things, but it's like a little deceiving when you just look at it as to all that it can do. So I wanted to show you that. It has like this little zipper thing you can rip off and take a gift card out. It's so cool. And the way that it's designed, you can create this for several occasions. So let me just give you a quick glimpse of like what this does. This one's got the cake and the word happy cut from the front of it. You're going to sandwich 2 of the tags together. The top one has all the cool things on it, including the zipper. You grab it, you rip it, and it reveals your gift card and you pull it out like a little pocket. Isn't that so fun? Oh my gosh, I love it. So let's make one together so I can like really show you this. So this die right here is like the base of the tag. You can die cut it out just like that and you get a solid gift tag. But you see how it has all those different openings? You can drop in these different dies into those openings and create it for different occasions. Yeah. It's so cool. There's a cake, a Christmas tree, the heart, and a star. And then there's extra dies that you can die cut out, cake pieces and paper piece on top of the cake, giving it more detail, extra color, and it's so very cool. So you can see I'm taping the dies right where I want them to go, and then I've got my zipper pull at the top, the heart in the middle, and the word happy below that. So awesome. It's so cool. I die cut out the extra heart so I could, embellish this, layer it up, make it cute. And then we're going to set to making this strawberry themed, right? Yeah, we're going to start by stamping this. So I'm bringing back that strawberry stamp and the Festive Berries ink, and I'm just going to randomly stamp this all over, creating like my own background. And when I randomly stamp something, I want this to look like it was cut from a piece of pattern paper. So a lot of my strawberries are going to go off the edge. Next, I am adding some green paper behind the word happy, and you should note that I stamped the back of my solid tag as well with the strawberries so you can see both sides of the tag have strawberries. Next, I'm adding a few of those little extra hearts around the heart opening. I'm not backing that heart opening with anything because I want it to be a little peekaboo window into the inside, letting people know there's a gift card in there. Then I use the Simply Sentimental birthday stamp set and stamp the word birthday below the word happy. I did add a little Kitsch Flamingo ink dusted around the outside of my tags. I didn't quite capture all that on video. Sometimes technical difficulties are a thing, and I'm a crafter, so I've had to learn all these technical things that aren't quite crafty, and so sometimes these things happen. All right, I'm adding a little ink on 3 Pixie Dust Splatter. You know, like I said, I love splatter. I'm going to let that dry, and then I've got a nice little splattering of shimmer on this. Then I'm going to bring in a black liner pen and just do some faux stitching around that heart to really kind of help draw your eye towards it and help it stand out a little bit better. Plus, it's another element of black that I'm adding into these projects. All right, so now when you're going to put the gift card inside, just if you lay it on there, you can see there's enough room on all 3 sides to add 1/4 of an inch rip and stick tape. So that's going to be a little sandwich for these 2 gift cards to stick together, and also a pocket for your gift card. I even put a little around the top of the tag, you see right below the hole, to really help hold this together. Then I just lay my gift tag in there, and be careful not to let it touch the adhesive. We don't want it to get stuck in there. And then you just sandwich the 2 tags together. I found it easiest to line up the bottom pieces and then adhere the rest. It kind of lines up better. Okay, let's embellish this. I have a little bit of wide green gingham ribbon. This is literally like a scrap. I don't even have a roll of this anymore, and it matched beautifully. I added another bitty tag with one of my stamped strawberries on it as a tag for my tag. Yeah. Okay, then in the carton companion set, there's a little stamp that says gift inside. So I stamped that right on that little zipper pull, and it fit perfect. Then I have some black and white twine. Do you love multicolored twine? My favorite has got to be red and white. It just didn't go with this project, but my second favorite has to be the black and white. So I added that because I think the touch of black and white really adds a little hint of whimsy to these projects, and so I'm trying to repeat that in each of the projects that I'm making. So I'm just tying that on. It's helping to cinch that ribbon together, and then I don't have to like tie that one at all. And then I'll just clean up the ends, trimming them down with my scissors, and it's ready to go. This could be the gift on its own, but you could put this in like maybe like a little mug or a little basket that you're already putting presents in, or something really simple. This is going to add to that gift. And think of how many occasions you could make this for. It's so cool. I just can't get over it. I love this die set so much. So there's my matching gift tag. Now we're going to move on to another 3D project, which is another new die set that I cannot get enough of. I am in love with it. It's called the Rosette, or Ribbon Rosette. Sorry, you saw it already on the previous projects, but I'm going to put this together as a ribbon rosette so you can see how it goes together, because when you look at it, it could be a little confusing. So this is going to take the guesswork out of it for you and probably make you fall in love with it too. So there's the complete die set, the 3 sentiments, you've got your layering pieces, and that kind of arched piece, that's going to be the actual rosette part. So here's 3 I already made, showing you each of the sentiments: happy birthday, congrats, and best friend. And you can see all the like accessory pieces, the circles in the middle, the little tails that hang off, and this really can look like a first place, second place, third place type ribbon, but there's so much you could do with this with paper crafting. So let's make a strawberry themed one. All right, so I die cut out 3 of those arched pieces. You can see the die has pressed in some embossed lines, some crease lines for us, and on the end of each piece is a little tab. So also, to put this together, I like to die cut out the solid circle twice and back it with some double-sided adhesive sheets. Then I'm adding my 1/8 of an inch rip and stick tape to the tab of each of these arches, and then we're going to hook all 3 together, creating like a giant letter C. And this is what we need to make our ribbon rosette: 3 pieces hooked together. And then all that's left to do is some folding. So to make this, it's so easy. You're going to do a peak and valley fold, back and forth, and the scored lines are there for you, so it takes the guesswork out of it for you, which could be tricky with this because to make a ribbon rosette, the spacing is not even and the circle is not exactly straight, but once it gets folded all together, it makes that really cool look that lays flat. It's just really unique, and I think it's lots of fun. It's very conducive to paper crafting, whether you want to add it to a card, a 3D project, add it to a gift bag, like so many things. When you get to the end, you're going to glue the two end pieces together. Then before I gather this up, I take off the backing of one of my circles and add some liquid glue. I've got to have the glue and the dry adhesive so that this is really going to stick. It's going to give me a moment to move it if I need to. I love that. And you can see I'm just gathering up all those kind of pleats and getting it laid flat. And once I have it where I want it, I'm going to grab up my adhesive circle and press that in place. And now if you don't get this exactly centered, we're going to decorate it up with a circle that's a little bit larger, so that's okay. I laid a block on it as I flipped it over so that it would kind of lay there for me while I got my second adhesive circle ready. And then you just really want to pinch that together, make sure everything's well secured, and then we can move on to decorating it. So I've got my zigzag circle. I die cut from that green pattern paper I've been using, a pink solid circle for the center, and then I die cut out the word happy birthday from red using the solid circle and the sentiment all at once. I love popping up these sentiments with a solid color behind it. It just gives it that little shadow. I think that's really fun. But you wouldn't actually have to have a second circle behind it. You could just glue that right down to your zigzag circle. That would work out fine too. So however you want to do it, but you know, I love dimension, so I did that. Okay, now we have the tails. We have a large and a small tail, and you'll want two of each, depending on what look you're going for, right? So then we just layer these up and stick it to the bottom. So there is like a little etch line that the die creates for you, which really helps me kind of center these banners or stick them down where I want them to go. Kind of, I lined them up at the top, and you would know if you were holding it where you can see the scored line, and I put those smaller banners up against that scored line on the larger piece. And then I glued it in place and secured it on the back with a little bit of tape. You could do another one of those solid circles on the back. That would hold it in well too. Okay, let's add a couple strawberries to this. I am adding two and just putting a little foam adhesive at the bottom so that it can overlap the sentiment and touch the like rosette part and really be secured down. Then I'm adding some more clay hearts. These are the same clay hearts that I used on the box at the beginning, and they're perfect. They have pink, white, and red. They're also from Trinity, you know, which is my favorite place to get embellishments. They have so many, and you know, I'm on their design team, so I wouldn't be on their design team if I did not love all the things. And I have to tell you, these three dies I'm in love with. It's so fun to me to make projects that are not cards. I love to make other things with paper, so I just had a blast playing with these. But you know, you could add this to a card. You could add that tag with the zipper to a card. So the possibilities are just limited to your imagination. I added a little ribbon bow there, which I absolutely love that detail. Then I covered my berries with some glaze and some rock candy glitter. I love this glitter. It is like sugar. It makes everything yummy and delicious. So of course it should go on top of these strawberries and make them look sugared. Now that that glaze is dried, you can really see how cool the strawberries look. And there is my completed ribbon rosette. And you could add a little like loop of twine at the top and hang this on something. You could add a pin on the back and somebody could wear it. You could make a banner of these. So many things. Also, I wanted to really show you the add-ons. If you like the ribbon rosette, you're probably going to like the add-ons too. This is the baby add-on. Mommy to be, big brother, and big sister are the additional sentiments that you get, plus like those little baby clothes. So here's one I made with pattern paper. If you have sturdy pattern paper, it's great to make the rosettes from. And then, you know, pull out your specialty paper, some holographics, some foiled paper, glitter paper, some foam, glittered foam. And then we have the mom add-on. So the additional round sentiment says Mom Boss. And then we have best and grand in like a banner. And you can just layer all those up, plus a butterfly. How cute is that? So here I have some pattern paper, some gold mirror cardstock, and it's just beautiful. Love them. So there's all my ribbon rosettes. I can't stop making them. I love them. So let me know if you have any thoughts on how you would use these dies in your paper crafting. I would love to hear from you. I love chatting with you. So leave a comment below, and if you enjoyed this video, you can let me know with a little thumbs up. And I have all the things I used linked for you below in case you want to go check them out for yourself. And I will see you all again very soon with a new paper crafting video. Happy stamping! Bye!